Cassandra Murray. I am the charismatic, dynamic, future independent sales director of Cassandra's Champions. Thank you so much for coming out to Sisters Uptown Bookstore. Thank you to Mr. Lenny Matthews for his show. And in a moment, I'm going to be interviewing author G.J. Arnold. I just like to give you a little bit of background about myself. I'm newly remarried 4 years. I have 2 teenage children, and I have a background of working for a retail pharmacy for 9 years. I was introduced to this company by a friend of a friend, and I've been in this company for about 5 years and had a wonderful opportunity. There's lots of tax benefits, there's lots of discounts. I love learning about skincare and makeup. So you can contact me through Lenny Matthews Show if you'd like to learn more about that. So let's get into our interview with G.J. Arnold.
Hi. Hi, I'm Gloria J. Arnold. Gloria, also known as G.J. Okay. Yes, hi Cassandra.
Thank you. Welcome
so good
to
to
the
be
show.
here. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a couple of books that you've done.
Yes.
Which one are you going to be featuring today?
Well, I'd like to begin with this one, which is my latest. It's actually a template or a form, if you will, for each person to write their own family tree. So it has all the forms that you need, bringing in all the family members, and it also has space for other relevant information. Mm-hmm. And I think what inspired me to do it was actually the saying, until the lions learn to write, hunters will tell the story of the hunt.
That's an awesome quote.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the special features that you can have in your template?
Well, one thing is that there's a part here for ethnicity. I've put ethnicity, nationality, and cultures. I added that because I find what is happening is that we are heading toward a culture-neutral society. Whereas, just like the Native Americans, you never hear any specific groups anymore. It's just Native Americans, and that swallows up everybody. It's happening with the African Americans also. And the fact is that we are not all African Americans.
Right.
I, for example, am African, Jamaican, Guatemalan American.
Right, that's a lot. It's
okay?
a mouthful.
And because all of those cultures impact who I am, the person that I am. I'm a part of each one. And therefore, I allow room for that, for people to actually put their various cultures and nationality, what they bring to the table.
That's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Look forward to doing that.
Yeah.
What are some of your other works?
Well, I have this book that I did a few years ago, and this one was published. The title of it is Dropped. Mm-hmm. And this has been around for 2006, and it's dropped, a condition, not a character flaw. And it just covers that, the disappointments and the things that happen to people in life, abandonment, rejection. And it's based on my own experience, but what happened is that the only word I could find to really define how I felt was dropped. I felt that I'd been dropped by everybody, including God. And out of that came this book. And it has also been, writing it has been healing to me. And many people who read it said that they have been experienced healing through it.
Wow.
Emotional healing from being dropped.
Is there a special age range that these books are catered to, or anyone can read them?
Anyone could read them. My youngest reader was 9 years old. And he realized after reading it that he dropped his friend in the first grade, and he went back to the friend. It's on my website. That story is on my website.
Right, that's Reggie.
Reggie, exactly. He
Wonderful.
went, so he got the word. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. And you said you were from Guatemala.
Yes.
And you came to the States at what age?
At 12.
Wow, that must have been some trip.
Yeah. And at that time, there were no such thing as a black person that if you're black, you speak English. That's all there is to it. But I didn't. I spoke Spanish. So in Harlem, being black and speaking only Spanish, that's another book. One of the first things I learned to say was, "You're black, ain't ya?" Still trying to work on that one. Anyway. Yeah.
So did any of your family come over with you to Guatemala?
They came over from here. I came over with my mom.
Okay.
I came over after my mom, yes. Okay. But most of my family are there, so 48 years later I went back.
Oh, and how did the scenery change from the time you were there and come back? Did you have any, old places that you used to go, old hangouts that were still there?
Not really. Everything is different. And I left there was no electricity, no running water, no indoor plumbing. Now everybody has microwaves and cell phones. Progress has reached Guatemala, you know?
Excellent.
The 21st century is there, yeah.
So how can we reach you to get more information about your background and your books?
Okay, I have a website, and that's Gloria J. Arnold, www.gloriajarnold.com.